Joe Foner.
And I'm Paul Hood.
And we are Foner Hood.
And I'm Sammy Lee Melville, and we're here at the Midtown Cinema to review Boyhood, which is a Richard Linklater film. It was shot over 12 years with the same cast. What it is, it's about a boy's life. You basically get to watch this kid grow up. It doesn't do the stereotypical childhood moments, but you see the essence of this kid as he grows up, and you get to experience his life with him, which really makes you feel like part of the family by the end of the film. So first off, I guess let's get some first impressions about what the film was for you.
I really liked the uniqueness of this project. I don't know if there's any other films in history, maybe the 7 and 7 project in England, or maybe Richard Linklater's Before trilogy with Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy. But the idea of shooting somebody in real time and taking that risk on, a kid who hasn't acted before, and seeing him grow and watching all the other actors grow is really unique. I don't think anything like that's really been done with a motion picture before.
One of the things I found striking about this film was the natural feel it had. In a lot of the things, I found myself going, oh, I did that to my little sister, or my little sister did that to me, or I fought with my brother in that way, or like I gave my mom, headaches, such as the way Mason did in the film. And it was very relatable and a very quiet film, but not overly quiet to the point where it was, melodramatic. Yeah. So yeah, I think and the seamlessness of the film throughout is just brilliant. I think the film would have been ruined if he would have shown us physically on the screen like what year it was or how old the kid was, which I thought he was going to do. That would have ruined it for me, but the seamless nature of this movie is what makes it great.
It's jumping from different points, and so you kind of have to rush to catch up. That's what life is.
Yeah,
so
exactly. It's very nice. It's a very nice film.
It's like when you have family reunions, and like 7 or 8 years have gone by, and you haven't seen somebody, and their life changes as quickly as it changes in the movie. And so, like, you are catching up in a sense, and so we're just getting that same kind of picture with this boy's life.
What did you guys think about the characters and how, you could see them develop over 12 years, so what did you think about how they played out on screen?
For me, I could see Mason throughout the film getting bits and pieces of, you saw the bits and pieces of what was shaping him and making him, such an introspective and, deep. He was a very deep kid, like, not shallow in the least. And you can see the little bits and pieces of that, like I said, throughout the film, and how he was, getting cues from what type of person he wanted to be, from the type of men his mother, would bring into their lives. So I thought that was unique.
Yeah, and one of the neat things about the film for me also was these things that he goes through. These aren't necessarily like momentous events. They might be in his life, or they might not be momentous in the sense that you think of them as a movie viewer. We typically like to see things that are life-changing, but these are all the little things that make up in between. As I think it was your review said, like, we get to see him in his downtime, all those little things. And I think it's a very relatable film in that sense. If you had a sibling, you totally get the relationship between him and his sister, the jabbing back and forth, the unifying when their mother's in trouble. But like, there are all these other little things that you say, oh, I sort of went through that as a kid. And it forms his character. So, as I was saying, there's a little bit of a cockiness in the beginning with him. You can see that, like, impish look in his eyes, and it sets you up a little bit for later.
There's a lot of great foreshadowing in this film, which it's not handed to you on a silver platter per se. It's very subtle, and you're like, oh, that connects to this part of his life. Such as the scene during when they were at the Harry Potter convention, or
It was the
Is that a
books,
convention?
the book signing.
The release.
Yeah, release of
Yeah,
the book.
release of the book, yeah.
Those little elements, you're like, oh, I remember this. We watched this kid grow. I think it's brilliant to watch a kid grow in 3 hours.
And not only that, it's like a time capsule.
Yeah.
You get to see, and it's like, oh, that's the 2000s, and
Yeah.
like you see moments that
The music
trigger,
and stuff
yeah,
in
the
there,
music
the movies.
takes
yeah.
you back.
Another cool thing about this film is how fast it goes. Like real life, Patricia Arquette's scene where she breaks down and she, upset about how quickly things went. And she wanted to go a certain way, and then you get that same experience as a viewer, saying, "Oh my gosh, we just saw this kid's whole life up to this point in 2.5, 3 hours."
Great.
So
So yeah, I think this is one of those films that will be in the discussion come
For the Oscars,
for the
for sure.
Oscars.
you've been watching Foner and Hood's review of Boyhood, and I want to extend a special thanks to the Midtown Cinema for allowing us to shoot in their space today.
Yes, and also for Sam Melville for coming in and helping us with this review today.
No problem. And we're actually playing Boyhood at the Midtown Cinema right now, so come check it out. We're at 250 Riley Street. Don't miss it.
Yeah, I definitely recommend seeing Boyhood. It's a unique, once-in-a-lifetime film-going experience that you'll be thinking about long after you've seen the film, so definitely recommend seeing it.
Yes, and I think Richard Linklater has put himself in a category with other great filmmakers. Every filmmaker has that one project that puts them, their career, kind of in a different category, and I think this film is that one that will put him in the conversation with other great directors.
I agree with you. I think this is a wonderful film, and it's one of those movies that you'll want to watch more than once, so I definitely recommend it.
Be sure to check out our Facebook page, Foner and Hood.
And also check us out on penlive.com under Film Clips with Paul Hood.
This has been Foner and Hood, and
And we're out.